Formaji YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary vauer engage ho jn our video ko ntk deck and the ice cream mountain stood in the distance, glowing under the strange golden sunlight. Its peaks shimmered like sugar crystals, tempting and terrifying at the same time. I took a cautious step forward, the soft ground beneath me sticky and sweet. The air smelled unusually cold and creamy, like frozen vanilla mixed with something unfamiliar. Each step made a faint crunch, like walking on brittle candy shells. A sudden gust of wind carried a sharp, icy sting to my face, making me shiver. The mountain seemed alive, shifting slightly, as if it were breathing. I reached out to touch the surface, and it melted under my fingers into a strange, warm slime. A distant sound echoed from inside, a low, hollow rumble that made my heart pound. I wanted to step back, but my feet felt glued to the sticky ground. Then a shadow moved across the surface, unnaturally fast, leaving a trail of melting colors behind it. My senses screamed warning, the sweet air suddenly tasting sour and metallic. A sharp crack split the silence, like ice breaking under unbearable pressure. The ground trembled slightly, sending small waves of sticky cream over my shoes. I looked up, and the peak of the mountain seemed to bend toward me, looming closer than before. Something deep inside me whispered that this was not a mountain meant to be climbed. The wind howled, carrying voices that sounded like laughter and cries all at once. I could feel my heartbeat in my ears as the surface began to shiver violently beneath me. The colors swirled faster, spinning like they had a mind of their own. Then the mountain shuddered and a fissure opened right before my eyes, revealing something dark and moving inside. I wanted to run, but the sticky ground held me like quicksand, trapping me in place. The darkness inside the fissure seemed to stare back, cold and alive, sending a chill deeper than ice. A strange scent, sharp and rotten, rose from the gap, mixing with the sweetness around me. The mountain groaned, and the air vibrated as if warning me of what would come next. I realized then that this was no ordinary mountain, and the ice cream I had dreamed about might never be safe. Toy could feel the sticky ground beneath me start to move, slowly at first, like the mountain itself was shifting. The fissure widened, revealing a tunnel of swirling colors that seemed to pulse like a living heart. A cold draft rushed out, carrying whispers that were almost understandable, calling my name in a language I did not know. The sweet scent of melted ice cream turned sour, mixed with something acrid, like burnt sugar. I wanted to step back, but every inch I moved was met with resistance, as if invisible hands held me in place. The colors in the tunnel began to crawl along the walls, stretching and twisting into shapes that looked disturbingly like faces. Their eyes blinked at me, wide and hollow, mouths opening as if to scream, but no sound came. I swallowed hard, tasting the bitterness in my mouth that had nothing to do with the air. A faint vibration ran through the mountain, and I realized it was not just the ice cream shaking, it was alive, moving beneath my feet. A strange, sticky mist began rising from the fissure, curling around my legs and clinging to my skin. It smelled sweet at first, but as it touched me, it burned, leaving a bitter taste in my mouth. I felt my fingers stick to the mist, pulling at them only made the substance stretch and stretch, unwilling to let go. The mountain groaned louder now, a deep, echoing sound that reverberated through my chest. Shadows danced across the surface, moving in ways that did not obey gravity. Then I saw it, a shape emerging from the tunnel, dark and amorphous, yet oddly familiar. It moved with a slow, deliberate grace, like it had been waiting for me for centuries. My breath caught in my throat as I realized it was made of the ice cream itself, but twisted, almost human in form. Its surface shimmered with all the colors of the mountain, but they were darker, colder, more menacing. It raised a limb that looked like hardened chocolate and pointed directly at me. The air grew heavy, almost sticky, making it difficult to inhale. Every nerve in my body screamed at me to run, but my legs were frozen in place, encased in the melting, viscous ground. The creature stepped closer, and the melting surface around it oozed like it was feeding on the mountain itself. I could hear the whispers growing louder, almost forming words. Stay, belong, never leave. A sudden sharp crack split the mountain again, closer this time, and the ground beneath me trembled violently. I stumbled but could not fall, as the sticky surface held me upright, almost lifting me toward the fissure. The creature reached out, and the colors of its form swirled violently, blinding me with a kaleidoscope of light and shadow. I screamed, but no sound came out, swallowed by the thick, suffocating air. Then I felt something cold brush against my cheek. Ice cream, but unlike any flavor I had ever known. It tasted metallic, bitter, alive, crawling over my skin and sinking into my senses. The tunnel began to pulse, faster and faster, like the heartbeat of the mountain itself. From deep inside, a sound rose,